Hey Tom. Okay. What I've done is I've released the tension on the strings. I've got them real loose, and I'll just pull the saddle out. Sometimes it's a little bit easier than others. You have to just pick it up a little bit. Use a little pair of pliers or whatever, just something to get it. And just slide it out. That keeps you from having to totally restring the guitar. Now, as far as setting the height that we need to sand down, we're sitting at 5/32 on the 12th fret. In order to reduce the string height at the 12th fret 1/32, we need to lower it at the saddle 2/32 of an inch. So that's 1/16 of an inch. Now, a good way to mark that on your saddle is to use your measuring stick and just lay your pencil down and let the tip of it set right on the 1/16th mark. And keep it steady and just take the saddle and run it down the length. And I don't know if you can see the little line, but that gives you a reference point, so you can follow that line and make sure it doesn't get high or low on one end. And also you'll need to sight down it from time to time and make sure that it stays square with the sides. Okay. Now, as far as the actual sanding, usually you're good to go freehand if you just take your time. Try to make sure you keep it straight up and down, and just work it a simple back and forth. Take it easy. Don't apply too much pressure. Just enough to get a good grip into the paper. They will break. Some materials more easily than others, and just keep checking it to make sure it's square, and also keep checking your line to make sure you're staying nice and flat. Every once in a while you may want to, if you've been sanding this way, you may want to just switch around, because as careful as you are, everyone usually has a tendency to lean a little bit one way or the other. So if every once in a while you just turn the saddle around, that kind of helps to keep it level. And make sure whatever material that you have the paper on, it's nice and flat and smooth. Okay. Now, if you have any trouble with keeping it square, you can always use just anything that's got a good square edge to it. This is just a nice piece of poplar. It's good and square. I happen to have handy, and we can just lay the saddle down and kind of hold it all the way through, even pressure, and just work it like that until we get it back square. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, we want to take off 1/16 of an inch. That should bring you down to 4/32, and from there we'll make our final adjustment. The saddle just slides right back in. Just put your tension back on. Next time, or this time, whenever you get the tension back on it and you measure, I want you to measure the high and low E strings. Measure both, so that we can make sure that the saddle is the way it should be as far as up to down, so it's not leaning one way or the other and leaving your top strings lower or higher than your bottom, or vice versa. And that way we can kind of mark it and compensate at any angle that we need to for the final adjustment. Okay, and that'll pretty much cover that. As far as the D chord, I know most people play a D like that. Personally, I prefer to still keep that finger there, but instead of fingering it like that, I like to switch those two and finger it more like that. Sorry for the bass drum. I'm trying to hold it at an angle away from me. It's throwing me off. Also, sometimes I'll bar the lower three and then just catch the B at the third and play it like that. But either way, it's that option, and that option. Okay. Also, if you the lower you keep your thumb, the more it puts your hand in front of the guitar, and the more it allows your fingers to approach from a forward position. You can see how much angle I'm being able to reach around right there with just my thumb in the center of the neck, versus if I go up and I'm holding it like a bat, then my fingers kind of have to lay over and it's a real tight squeeze. So you need to try to practice keeping that thumb down, and that will probably also help solve a lot of your trouble. But if action goes down, it should also help because you won't have to fret as far and shouldn't have to reach over as much of the other strings to fret. So anyway, hope that helped, man. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop me an email, and good luck with it.